We've been talking all about masterminds, but now you're like, Kristen, how do I find a mastermind? I'm breaking down how to find and form your mastermind group in this episode. Hi, and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Kristen Fulci, the brand strategist, website designer, and commercial photographer for creative businesses. Today, I'm telling you how to find and form a mastermind group. This is something we've been talking about for so long. You know what a mastermind group is, you know who it's for, you know why you need it, right? And if you missed any of those episodes, go back and watch those before. I promise it's going to be worth it. But there are two different ways that you can find or form a mastermind group. So one is that you're going to form your own. You're going to form your own mastermind group. And there are a couple of different ways that we can do it within forming your own mastermind group. So one, if you have friends in mind, you have friends that own businesses, you've talked to them a few times already, or you're really close to them, either one, you are going to invite them to start your own mastermind group. So you're going to send out an email or a text, however you end up talking to them, and you're going to pitch the idea to them. And you're going to say, hey, do you want to form a mastermind group with me? This is what I'm thinking, and you're going to list out the structure of it. There is a checklist below that's going to help make sure that you have those 10 essential things in your mastermind group, because if not, it can completely fall apart. But you're going to want to make sure to tell them a couple things, right? So how often are you going to meet? Where are you going to meet? Any of those things you want to be sure to put in the email. We really don't want to send this out to them and then they're just like, I don't know, I'm not sure. Or they're like, what about this? And what about this? And what about this, right? We want to be like, hey, we've got this together. We're forming this. It's going to be awesome and great. And that is actually how my first mastermind was set up. A friend of mine reached out to me. I had met her once on a coffee call. We chatted for 2 hours on that coffee call though. We became so close. And we're chatting through DMs and Instagram, and she reached out and she was like, do you want to start a mastermind, Kristen? I really want to form one. I have a couple other girls in mind. What do you think? Do you want to join? And I was like, of course I do. So we started our mastermind group and we started meeting regularly, and just all happened by a friend inviting me into it. So you can do that. If you're like, I don't know, I don't have too many people, I don't have too many friends that I really want to form a mastermind group with, or I have some people that I know a little bit, you can go and pitch them to be in your mastermind group. So if you don't know somebody, you can pitch to them to be in your mastermind. This is how my second mastermind was formed. So me and a friend from our previous mastermind said, we want to do this again. We want to do this again. We want to join, but let's both bring in people we don't know, strangers, so we can get to know people, and people that maybe we're inspired by, or we like, or we click with, but we don't really know them. So I met a girl at a Tuesdays Together group. I talked to her for maybe 5 minutes, and I was like, I think that she could be good for this. And I asked her out to coffee. I was like, hey, let's go grab a coffee. We grabbed coffee, and I was like, do you want to join a mastermind? Me and my friend are thinking of starting one. She's like, oh my God, yes, I've been dying to be in one. And the whole thing started. We are 1.5 years, almost 2 years into our mastermind together, and she has become one of my closest business friends. It's crazy. So you can totally pitch to somebody that you don't know that well, and you can do it the same way. You can do it in person, face-to-face, or you can do it in an email. Both work. So if you are like, I don't have that, I don't even have some people that I want to pitch to, or I don't feel comfortable, or they're just not the right people and you're having difficulty finding the right people, this second option is going to be what's for you. And that is joining an existing mastermind or joining a paid mastermind. And this is so helpful because in a paid mastermind or an existing mastermind, there is some sort of application process. So the people that are going to be in it, the members of that mastermind group, are kind of vetted, right? So the person that's hosting it is going through, talking to people, making sure that they're dedicated, that they're committed to it. I've heard lots of stories where masterminds have been formed and they fall apart within a couple weeks, within a couple months, because some of the members just aren't dedicated. They don't want to show up, they skip out on meetings, or the structure just really isn't there and people are unsure of when they're meeting, how they're meeting, what they're talking about. And that's just it's an awful experience like to go through because it feels personal sometimes. So if you're not wanting that and you like don't want to deal with all the struggle of forming one, joining a paid one is really, really great for you. And where do you join a paid or existing mastermind? Right here, which is what's so great. And if you watch my other episodes, you already know about the Mastermind 7. If you have not watched those, then I'm going to share about it now. It is a 6-month journey that we go on together with 7 amazing women of business owners. And we are chatting twice a month on video calls. We're having one-on-one calls, me and you. We are taking action in your business to get you to your goals. We're not just talking and thinking and strategizing. No, we're like doing. And you can find all of the details at the link below. That's where you can join. You can like instantly come into a sisterhood and go to an in-person retreat where you are actually meeting people face to face. And one of the things that we just don't think about when it comes to like finding or forming a mastermind are the type of people that we're like bringing in. That is just so important. We are surrounding ourselves with people that can inspire us, that can encourage us, that can teach us things that we would have never even thought of. And that selection process is so important. So whether you are forming it on your own, think through it. It's not just like, I love this person as a friend. It's like, will they be dedicated? Will they help? Will they be able to give me knowledge or insight that I don't already have? You know, and it's the same thing when you're looking for an existing one or a paid mastermind to join. You want to make sure that you're going to click with the person that's hosting it, that their personality is something that you would like jive with. But then you want to also make sure like they're going to be able to teach you things and that you're not going to be able to get elsewhere, that you cannot get in a blog post, that you wouldn't be able to get through forming your own. All of those are such key things to remember. So recap, 2 ways to find a mastermind. You're going to form your own or you're going to join a paid one. If you have any questions at all about masterminds in general, pop them in the comments down below. And if you liked this video and you found it helpful, go ahead and hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to watch future videos.